In the heart of an old, abandoned mansion, there lies a room that time has forgotten. Its existence whispers through the dusty corridors, a secret known only to the shadows that linger within. Once a place of warmth and laughter, it now stands as a silent sentinel, guarding a dark history. Legend has it that the room was sealed off decades ago, its entrance concealed by layers of decay and neglect. None dare to venture inside, for fear of awakening the spirits that are said to dwell within its confines. But one fateful night, a group of curious souls dared to defy the warnings. Armed with only flickering flashlights and trembling courage, they braved the labyrinthine passages of the mansion, their hearts pounding with anticipation and dread. As they reached the threshold of the forgotten room, a chill swept through the air, sending shivers down their spines. With trembling hands, they pushed open the creaking door, revealing a sight that would haunt their nightmares for eternity. Within the darkness, eyes gleamed like coals in the night, and whispers echoed through the silence, beckoning them closer. Unable to resist the pull of curiosity, they stepped into the room, their footsteps muffled by the thick layer of dust that coated the floor. As they explored the forgotten corners of the room, they stumbled upon relics of the past. Tarnished mirrors reflecting twisted images, faded photographs capturing moments of long-forgotten joy, and a single solitary doll sitting in the corner, its porcelain face frozen in a permanent expression of sorrow. But as they delved deeper into the shadows, they soon realized that they were not alone. A presence lurked in the darkness, its malevolent gaze fixated upon them, drawing them deeper into its grasp. With each passing moment, the air grew heavier, suffocating them with a sense of impending doom. Panic-stricken, they tried to flee, but the room seemed to shift and twist, trapping them in its grasp. And then, in a sudden burst of terror, the walls began to close in around them, crushing their hopes and dreams into dust. Their screams echoed through the night, a chilling symphony to the horrors that lurked within the forgotten room. And as dawn broke on the horizon, the mansion stood silent once more, its secrets buried within the depths of the forgotten room, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to stumble upon its dark legacy. 2. Whispering Manor. In the outskirts of a small, forgotten town, there stood a row of abandoned houses, their once vibrant facades now worn and weathered by time. Among them, the Whispering Manor loomed like a specter, its darkened windows staring out into the night with an air of melancholy. Legend had it that the Whispering Manor was cursed, its halls haunted by the restless souls of those who had perished within its walls. Tales of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena had spread like wildfire through the town, instilling a sense of fear and dread in all who dared to approach its decaying threshold. But despite the warnings, a group of thrill-seekers decided to explore the mysteries of the Whispering Manor one moonlit night. Armed with cameras and flashlights, they ventured into the darkness, their footsteps echoing through the silent streets. As they crossed the threshold of the manor, a chill swept through the air, sending shivers down their spines. The once grand foyer lay in ruins, its elegant furnishings now reduced to dust and debris. Undeterred by the eerie atmosphere, they pressed on, their curiosity driving them deeper into the heart of the manor. But as they explored its labyrinthine corridors, they soon realized that they were not alone. Whispers echoed through the darkness, their voices barely audible yet filled with an otherworldly menace. Shadows danced along the walls, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes that seemed to mock their presence. With each passing moment, the sense of dread intensified, suffocating them with a primal fear that threatened to consume their very souls. But still, they pressed on, driven by a morbid fascination with the unknown. And then, in a sudden burst of terror, the whispers grew louder, their words twisting into a cacophony of madness that reverberated through the halls. Panic-stricken, they fled, their screams echoing into the night as they stumbled blindly through the darkness. As dawn broke on the horizon, the whispering manor stood silent once more, its secrets shrouded in darkness for another night. But the echoes of its whispers lingered in the air, a haunting reminder of the horrors that lurked within its walls. 3. The Vanishing Village. Deep within the dense forests of the countryside, there lay a forgotten village, its once bustling streets now swallowed by the encroaching wilderness. The houses, once filled with laughter and life, stood silent and empty, their windows staring out into the world with a haunting emptiness. Legend had it that the village was cursed, its inhabitants vanishing without a trace one fateful night, leaving behind only whispers of their existence. Tales of strange lights and eerie sounds permeated the surrounding towns, instilling a sense of dread in all who dared to approach the abandoned village. But despite the warnings, a group of intrepid explorers set out to uncover the truth behind the village's disappearance. Armed with curiosity and determination, they ventured into the heart of the forest, guided only by the faint glow of the moon above. As they entered the village, a sense of unease washed over them, the silence broken only by the rustling of leaves and the creaking of abandoned structures. The streets were overgrown with weeds and ivy, reclaiming the land that had been lost to time. Undeterred by the eerie atmosphere, they pressed on, their footsteps echoing through the deserted streets. But as they explored the crumbling buildings, they soon realized that they were not alone. Whispers echoed through the silence, their voices barely audible yet filled with an unmistakable urgency. Shadows danced along the walls, their movements fluid and unpredictable, as if guided by some unseen force. With each passing moment, the sense of foreboding grew stronger, suffocating them with a palpable sense of dread. But still they pressed on, driven by a burning desire to unravel the mysteries of the vanished village. And then, in a sudden burst of terror, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber buried beneath the earth, its entrance concealed by layers of dirt and debris. As they entered the chamber, they were greeted by a sight that would haunt their nightmares for eternity. Within the darkness, they found the remains of the village's inhabitants, their bodies frozen in a twisted tableau of fear and despair. Their eyes stared out into the void, their mouths open in silent screams that echoed through the chamber. As dawn broke on the horizon, the explorers fled the village, their minds reeling from the horrors they had witnessed. And as they returned to the safety of civilization, they carried with them the knowledge that some mysteries are better left unsolved, and some villages are best left to fade into the mists of time.